disputed, it gets deleted, but then it gets reinserted. Chat GPT turning your letters into beautiful letters. My guy, right? So what happens, right? What happens when an item gets disputed and then it gets deleted, then it gets reinserted? So let me see by just drop me in the chat if that has happened to you. Let me just get this right. Put the word me in the chat if you've had an item deleted and then it got reinserted. Let's talk about that tonight. So let me get this up. Text the word summit to 917-993-5238 to get your tickets. April 7th to 9th, ATL, Georgia. All right. So let's talk about that tonight, right? All right, Memphis checking in. Shout out to everybody in Memphis. Let's talk about that. So we're gonna talk about that first, but let me just get my screen information on. So text the word summit to 917-993-5238 to get your tickets for the credit summit. For the credit summit, April 7th through 9th, ATL, Georgia. All right. So let's get this up on the screen. All right, bet. So now let me see how many people this has happened to. Guys, so for those of you that are just joining us, we're going to talk a little bit tonight about, did you get an item deleted from your credit reports and then this item came back on your credit? Did the consumer reporting agencies, quote unquote, credit bureaus, did they put back an item that was deleted from your credit? Let's talk about it. And I'm going to tell you guys what's supposed to happen when that does happen and what you can do. All right, so Get a Rich MC says, yes, it has happened. Vince, I see you, my guy. It actually just happened to me and item came back. Okay, we're going to talk about it. Hey, if you in the university, is the Atlanta Summit free? Yes. Kenzie, yes, it is. All you got to do is sign up. Make sure you sign up, Kenzie. So this week, make sure you find the link. It's in the Facebook group. You know what? Let me make sure that the team puts it back inside of the Facebook group. So Friday, we're going to remove the link. We're going to remove the link on Friday because I've given you guys about a month, but I do understand that we have new students joining the university. So we're going to put the link back because there's only 10 slots left. So Kensick, I want you to hurry up and get it. So team, please put the link back in the university for the students to join so we can hit 50. All right, bet. All right, so Kensick, I just put it back. I just put it in the group for the team to take care of. So give it a little time. All right. Now, all right, I see a lot of you saying me. Pay and collection, that makes you verified now. How do you delete it? It doesn't really mean that it's verified. You can delete a collections account. There's absolutely nothing. I don't recommend anyone paying any collections, right? And this is me. You can do whatever you want. I don't recommend anyone paying for collections, right? You can dispute and delete collections without. You can dispute and delete collections. 3523. Let me see something. Yeah. You can delete collections without paying it. But if you have paid it, there's also ways you can get it deleted. So Kenzie, yes, the summit is free for university members. Just get on the list, please, Kenzie. Get on the list. What happens if someone is trying to compromise your identity? I will inbox you. Okay. Maine, check it in. Shout out to Maine. All right, all right, all right. I've been following you for a while. I wish I could make it to the summit, but I have to work. Ain't no problem. It's all good, man. It's all good. I'll just opt in because I might have a surprise for y'all coming into that first week of April. All right, that first week of April. All right. So YouTube, give me 2 seconds. I'm gonna answer all the Instagram questions, then I'm gonna come over to you guys in a minute. Just give me like 30 seconds. Let me run through. It happened to me yesterday. Okay. We're gonna go over that as well. How do you delete inquiries? Inquiries are very easy to delete. All right. So let me go over YouTube now. Let me get these questions over here. All right, let me see what you guys got. Truth. All right. I sent the text. Let's get it. Let's get it. Text the word summit to 917-993-5238 to get your tickets for the credit summit April 7th through 9th, Atlanta, Georgia. Let's go. Who is that guy? Is that my guy, Corey? Shake hands with Destiny. What's going on, King? All right. So 3K credit line, I paid in full. How many points should go up? How many points for DTI? All right. So when it comes to your FICO score, utilization gives you a category of 165 points. 165. Right? So when you learn how to hold on. Guys, there is no free ticket. I'm not sure who this Facebook user is, but there's no free VIP ticket. There is no free VIP ticket. I don't know who this person is, but there's no free VIP ticket. So I don't know where that person came from. Guys, listen. If anybody is telling you that there is free VIP ticket for the Credit Summit, there is not. There is no free VIP ticket. All right? There is no free VIP ticket. The only people that gets a free VIP ticket are students in the university. You have to be in the university to get free tickets. All right? So let me just make sure that that's clear. All right. So how do I get into the university? Truth, I want you to text the word mentor. So text the word mentor. Text the word mentor, T-O-R, to 917. So for any one of you that wants to join the university, text the word mentor to 917-993-5238, and my team will get in contact with you. So text the word mentor to 917-993-5238 to join the university. All right. If my score going up, will my utilization goes down? Um, it depends. So paying down utilizations does increase your FICO score. So that is accurate. All right. I see Memphis in the building. Okay, replying to Michelle, I'm in Memphis. I used one of your late payment dispute letters like a month ago and it didn't work, so I do another round. Yes, send it right back. Send it right back. You're sending the late payment letter to the creditor. You're sending it to the creditor. If my score is going up, will my utilization go down? All right. Yes, talk about child support. How does it affect your score? You choose not to pay it. So if you don't pay child support, that puts you in it puts you in a very uncomfortable situation where you can have your license revoked, your passport, like it can come with a lot of nuances, right? You need to be able to dispute the child support and get it deleted from your credit. Now, when it comes to child support, I'm not saying that if you are the father, you're not supposed to take care of your offspring. As a man, as a woman, children weren't, children didn't say, oh, I want to come in the world. It's a decision that we made as adults that got children here. If we got our kids here, it is our responsibility as adults, as parents, to take care of our offspring, right? So, child support, even though it is fraudulent in nature, there is a purpose behind it. No, I am not advocating for child support. I am advocating for fathers or mothers to take care of their children. Can you delete child support from your credit? Absolutely. I have a child support deletion guide on my website that you can use to get it deleted. So I will drop that in the chat. So, all right. So this is the child support deletion guide that I'm dropping in the chat. Now, let's go. Oh, Brandon, what's good, my brother? How's everything going? Y'all get into university and be at the summit. Life changing. Absolutely, Corey. Definitely life changing. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. All right. So let's talk about when an item gets reinserted back into your credit. So some of you mentioned earlier that you got items reinserted inside of your credit, right? On your consumer report. What do you need to know? What things do you need to know when an item gets reinserted on your consumer report? Brother man, what's good?
What's going on? What's going on?
I'm here, brother man, giving some knowledge, giving some gems.
I see.
What you been up to?
I see. Grinding. Just got off our mentorship call.
All right, all right. I see you burning the midnight oil too.
Yeah.
So,
Yes,
Brandon,
sir. Yes, sir.
you've dealt with a lot of people with credit. Have you ever had clients where an item that was deleted, right, gets reinserted on your credit?
Absolutely.
So tonight we were studying in the university, and the topic that we covered tonight in the university was what is supposed to happen when items get reinserted, right? It got deleted, but it came back. There are certain procedures and responsibilities that the consumer reporting agencies must do. They must do this when an item gets reinserted. So we're going to briefly talk about that. Then we're going to touch into collections a little bit. But let the people know, bro, because a lot of them might not know that you are actually a speaker at the Credit Summit.
Yes, sir. My guy Daraine was graciously enough to ask me and my partner Tevin to speak. We definitely going to be giving y'all that big bag talk. So me and my guy Tevin, We go over funding, we go over lines of credit, we go over no-doc loans, we go over credit card stacking. Basically, we teach you how to get the bag. And that's what we bring in down to Atlanta, how to basically take the money, leverage the banks, and put it into your business and make a profit. And by doing that as well, you can become your own funding company. So by all the stuff you're talking about, Daraine, as well, I don't want this to go over people's heads. When you obtain the knowledge, turn it into a business. So I don't watch Daraine do that since day one. He obtained the knowledge and he turns it into a business and he's educating others. So the same funding you guys are getting, you can take that same knowledge and turn it into business and fund other businesses and individuals and make 10% off 100,000. That's 10,000 per client. So you can make 5 to 10K per client off the same knowledge you guys are using it funding yourselves. And that's what we're going to teach you guys.
So there's a lot to learn at the Credit Summit. And as we go into this week, I'm going to start bringing on the speakers for us to go live with. But I'm telling you guys, like, the Credit Summit is the place you need to be. And one of the things too that I'm going to make too, and this is only for the VIP. So I like to invest in people that's investing in themselves. So for everybody that is going to be VIP, I'm going to make a Credit Summit workbook. You're going to get a Credit Summit workbook that is built from the FCRA. So I am personally building a workbook right now that is built specifically from the FCRA. So I'm going to be covering as much chapters as I can. The FCRA is an extensive law. It's a lot of stuff, right? But I believe that for everybody that comes to VIP, you will get this FCRA workbook. And this is going to increase your awareness of consumer law, but also what is required in each section. So I'll be personally putting that together.
That's crazy. That's crazy, bro.
So I started it this morning. I'm gonna be finished. I should finish it up within a week. It's a lot because I have to read through the whole FCRA to make the workbook.
You done read through that joint about 5 times.
I have, but it's now I'm making a workbook. It's a different set of eyes now.
Yeah.
So and this is the level of dedication that a lot of people don't comprehend the type of work, the amount of dedication that goes into making this stuff. It takes hours to read through the whole FCRA, guys. It's not a 10-minute read.
Yeah. So what else is the VIP getting? Because I know you got a bunch of stuff planned.
Yeah, so we're making a few workbooks. The most important part of what the VIPs are gonna get is the VIP lunch, because the VIP lunch gives them a seat at the table with all the speakers. So it's going to be an intimate setting where all the speakers and everybody in VIP, we get to conversate, we get to network, we are going to have lunch, and it's going to be Jamaican cuisine, all right? So I'm bringing my culture. Yeah, I'm bringing my culture. I got a catering company that's gonna take care of the food. I'm definitely bringing a West Indian culture to the VIP. It's gonna be dope. Oxtail, curry goat, curry chicken, brown stew chicken, rasta pasta. It's gonna go ham, man. So yeah, I'm gonna bring that Jamaican cuisine for the VIP lunch. It's gonna be remarkable. Aki and sawfish, kalaloo.
I already know.
Yeah, man. It's gonna be an amazing experience. Bro, so I already know. It's gonna be an amazing experience.
I already know.
It's definitely gonna be an amazing experience. Like, I want people to learn in a fun way so the information sticks. I don't like the way traditional school dictates how people are supposed to learn. That you're supposed to go in, memorize some stuff, and then you're smart. No, smartness comes from being able to solve problems. That's a smart person. A person that can analyze information, interpret that information, and solve a problem. That is smart. Anybody can memorize letters or numbers. It doesn't mean you know how to solve for X. It doesn't mean you know how to think. Correct. Comprehension is key. How can you comprehend the information that Brandon and Tevin is going to be given and use that to make 6 or 7 figures. That's smart.
8 figures.
8 figures. That's being smart. How are you able to use that information and convert information into dollars? How can you convert information into a bag? See, at the end of the day, we all want to get our credit repaired, rebuilt, restored. But then what's the purpose of doing it? Why are we doing it? Are you looking to move into a new home with your family? Are you looking to get a new car because the old one, the transmission just got busted? Are we ready to move out of that bad neighborhood so we can get our kids into better school zones, better opportunities? What's your reason behind fixing your credit? Am I going to start building the family wealth? Will I be the first millionaire in our family that's going to change the direction in which our family lineage go?
Absolutely.
So am I going to teach my kids credit at the dinner table? Am I going to talk to them about being an authorized user? Am I going to talk to them about the importance of, if I'm giving the kids allowances, I'm going to get a secured credit card for my child and use that secured credit card as the allowance and teach them now how to pay those credit cards back? Because if you're going to have ordinary expenses for the child anyway, why not get a credit card for the child? Why not get a credit card for the child? And all the expenses you're going to have, you put it on the card and you pay it off. So right there, you start building your child or your children's credit. I've been working on my credit for 4 years. You need to be at the summit. It doesn't take that long to fix your credit.
Yeah, tap in.
You got to tap in. It does not take 4 years to fix your credit. I'm on a 5-day challenge, and I've had people repair their whole credit in 5 days. It sounds like, Daraine, you're talking crazy, but I can assure you, I have all the receipts. I've had people wipe their whole credit reports in 5 days on a challenge with me. It does not take 4 years. So what you need is a mentor. You need to get tapped in. Mentorship is important.
That's what it really be. People need direction, right? Everybody needs direction. So, and that's what it is. So you could be doing a lot and going nowhere, right? So you could be on that treadmill running as fast as you can, but you ain't going nowhere. So, and that's what this conference is for. That's what this summit is about. Give you direction, give you actual steps, give you the right steps to take. So now you're getting results.
See, the most important thing is, Brandon, it's real people that's doing the things that are getting real results. You're not talking to somebody behind a corporate desk. You're not talking to somebody that made an algorithm. You're talking to real people that's doing this every day, day after day. You're talking about real people. So for all of you that's been on the fence, I need you guys to take your phones out. Take your phones out right now and text the word summit. Text the word summit to 917-993-5238. Get your tickets for the credit summit. So Brandon, I'm going to go a little bit into lecturing. I want you to take some notes too. This might be fun for some of your clients. I'm gonna give you guys a preview of what is taught in the university, because y'all be sleeping on my university. All right. Let's see where I'm gonna start. All right, so reinvestigation required. So I want you guys to pay attention. Guys, make sure you're taking some notes here. So in general, subject to subsection F and except as provided in subsection G, if the completeness or accuracy of any item of information contained in a consumer's file at a consumer reporting agency is disputed by the consumer and the consumer notifies the agency directly or indirectly through a reseller of such dispute, the agency shall, free of charge, conduct reasonable reinvestigation to determine whether the disputed information is inaccurate and record the current status of the disputed information, or delete the information from the file of the consumer in accordance with paragraph 5 before the end of 30-day period beginning on which the agency received the notice of dispute. What does that mean? It simply means that, guys, if a reseller furnishes a report and there is inaccuracies on that report, the consumer has the right to dispute it. Disputing that now puts you in a position to either get the item corrected or get the inaccuracies deleted, right? It's important that we know this. The next part that I want you guys to listen to is this. See, except as provide. So let me ask you guys a question before I go on. Have any of you ever sent out a dispute, right? And you send out multiple dispute regarding the same account. Excuse me. Multiple dispute regarding the same account. Guys, if you send out multiple disputes on the same account, what you are doing is you are extending the time it takes for them to give you an answer, right? You are extending, by providing additional information, you are extending the dispute process by another 15 days. So if it's not the original debt collector, should you dispute? I'm not sure I comprehend what you're saying, but what I'm going to say to that is you can dispute with debt collectors, you can dispute with creditors, you can dispute with data furnishers, you can also dispute with consumer reporting agencies. You can dispute with all of them. Let me. All right. So if a reinvestigation, right? If a reinvestigation happens, and what prompts a reinvestigation? A reinvestigation is prompt when you did your round one dispute and the item came back verified, but you are unsatisfied with the answer, with the result. You can reinvestigate or prompt to get a reinvestigation of that dispute. So you can redispute the item, right? And when you redispute the item, if after any reinvestigation under paragraph 1 of any information disputed by a consumer, an item of the information is found to be inaccurate or incomplete or cannot be verified, the consumer reporting agency shall promptly delete that item of information from the file of the consumer or modify the item of information as appropriate based on the reinvestigation. So guys, what am I saying here? If an item that is being disputed is inaccurate, if the item is unverifiable, the item must be deleted. Is it better to call or send in letters? I use both strategies. There's a strategy to call and a strategy for letters. When you combine the two, it maximizes the dispute. So now I want to briefly talk about requirements relating to a reinsertion of previously deleted material. So what's the word I want to use? There's a word I want to use. The reinsertion, yeah, there we go. The reinsertion of a negative item on your credit. There are policies in place when that happens. When a reinsertion of a negative items occur, there's a list of requirements. So guys, let me see you put in the chat requirements. There are requirements after a negative item has been deleted, right? So when it's deleted and they reinsert it, there are certain requirements now that must be met. So let me see y'all put the word requirements in the chat, and then I'm going to continue. See, have any of you heard of people saying that we're going to ask the credit bureaus for method of verification? Have anyone ever heard people saying that online, that you should ask the credit reporting agencies or the consumer reporting agencies for method of verification? Has anyone ever heard that terminology before? You're supposed to ask for method of verification if an item comes back verified or if they reinserted, right? Charge-off letters should be sent to the data furnishers, to the creditors. Charge-off gets sent directly to the creditors. All right, so let me explain something for y'all. There's a term called certification of accuracy. Let me see somebody put that in the chat. Certification of accuracy. Somebody put it in the chat. Certification of accuracy. I'm going to explain in a minute what that means, but I need you guys to put that in the chat. Certification of accuracy. Somebody put it in the chat. Certification of accuracy. Daraine, why is that important? Why do you keep saying certification of accuracy? Because if any information is deleted from a consumer's file, person to subparagraph A, the information may not be reinserted in the file by the consumer reporting agency unless the person who furnishes the information certifies that the information is complete and accurate. Guys, when you ask for a method of verification and the consumer reporting agencies don't respond to you, is because you did not ask them the right thing. You did not ask them the right information. What you should be asking them for is called a certification of accuracy. I'm going to say this one more time. When you're talking about asking about a procedure regarding a dispute that came back as verified or validated, what you need to ask for is the certification of accuracy. And the person, and you guys know a person means a corporation, the person that does the furnishing is the one to certify the information. So I want you guys to pay attention to what I'm saying. If any information is deleted from a consumer's file, person to subparagraph A, the information may not be reinserted in the file by the consumer reporting agency unless the person means the corporation. So let's say you disputed an item with Wells Fargo, right? Well, if the item got deleted and that Wells Fargo account later got reinserted, Wells Fargo would have to provide what is called a certification of accuracy. And that certification of accuracy is being produced by the furnisher. In this case would be Wells Fargo. So now they're going to certify that the information is complete and accurate. For an item to get reinserted back to your credit or back to your consumer report, the item must be certified by the person, corporation who provided the information. Is everyone following? So when you're requesting what happened, you need to be requesting the certification of accuracy. That's what you need to be requesting. You need to be requesting the certification of accuracy that's going to tell you the person that certified the information in its completeness and in its accuracy. Do not ask anyone for method of validation or method of verification. That is total BS. There is nothing in the law that says anything about method of verification. It speaks about the certification of the accuracy of information. It speaks about the certify that the information is complete and accurate. That's what you need to be asking for. Now, if any information that has been deleted from a consumer's file, per on subparagraph A, is reinserted in the file, the consumer reporting agency shall notify. Guys, shall notify. So if an item was deleted, the consumer reporting agency, if they reinsert this information back into your credit on your consumer report. So follow me. The item was deleted, the item came back. If that happens, a notification must be sent to the consumer. Not may be sent, it must be sent. Right? So right here is saying that they shall notify the consumer of the reinsertion in writing no later than 5 business days after the reinsertion. Guys, 5 days after the item has been reinserted on your credit report, a letter should be sent out to notify the consumer that the item was reinserted. Now, let me ask you guys a question. Yes, late payment letters get sent to creditors as well. Let me ask you guys a question. For everyone that said that they disputed an item and the item came back on their credit reports, did you guys get a notice in the mail? Did any of you get a notice in the mail stating that the item that was deleted got reinserted? Did any of you get anything in the mail that the item that was disputed and deleted got reinserted back on your credit? Did any of you get that notice? All right. I'm going to say this again. When the item was deleted, did any one of you get a notice that the item has been reinserted? Yet it was only put back onto one bureau. So it doesn't matter which one it was put back on. Did you get the notice? See, it's important because the notice is a requirement. The notice is a requirement. Can we get a down payment letter or course? Down payment is not really a letter, it's a process. And that's something that I only cover in my university. So that is something I cover in my university. And how you go about this, ladies and gentlemen, is through arbitration. For sure wasn't within 5 days. That means if, yeah, I got one, maybe like a month later. So the law is very clear. You must get this within 5 days. So right there, if you decide to take action, meaning file a complaint with the CFPB, you could get that item deleted again for the simple fact that they did not meet the timeline prescribed by law, so the item shouldn't be on your consumer report. And the fact that it's on there, it is a violation of the FCRA. Baby D, I'm telling you, the university is where you want to be. It's where you want to be because of the different topics that we cover. Very soon, I will be starting the arbitration course in the university. So we are going to go through the steps, procedures, and what needs to get done for arbitration in the university. We will be doing arbitration next. So I'm telling you, if you want to get your down payment back, if you want to learn how to get it, this is how you're going to get it. I'm also going to be dropping an ebook. It's called Truth in Lending Conversations. Let me get fast for then. I'm not sure. Look, I'm trolling. All right. So arbitration is how you're going to get it back. It's more than just sending out one letter. It's a lot more than that. You need to comprehend the steps that go into getting your down payment back. All right. So, guys, don't forget, I need you guys to text the word summit. Text the word summit to 917-993-5238 to get your tickets for the Credit Summit. We're going to be here in Atlanta, Georgia. I'm going to be breaking down all things consumer law. We're going to break down Metro 2. We're going to break down how to keep the bag. We're also going to break down how to get funding, travel hack. We're going to go crazy, all right? We are going to go crazy, and I need you guys there to learn the information. Damn near stayed up all night watching your YouTube. Wow. Well, thank you, brother, man. I definitely appreciate that. Let's see. I want you to jump on the live. Ghetto Rich MC. So Ghetto Rich MC, I want you to jump on the live. Request to come on the live if you're able to. Because, all right, let me give you guys another piece of gem before I go tonight. I'm going to give, yeah, there will be a virtual option. I am considering a virtual option. I will keep you guys posted on the virtual option. King, what's going on?
Man? Ain't shit. Hey, yeah, I down there stayed up all night watching the YouTube. I was already into the consumer law, like, you feel me? I was kind of aware of the shit, but once I really started looking into it, I'm like, man, my dog got the cold game or everything. I got to tap in for sure. Nah, for sure. I've been reading that shit on my phone all day, just trying to
it's powerful, bro. It is a powerful thing. Like, Consumer law can set people free, bro.
Nah, for sure, you ain't lying. That's what I'm trying to tell all my peoples about it right now.
You gotta put your people on.
Nah, for sure. And I was just telling my sister that you ain't even been in America too long. So
I've only been here for 10 years. I came here in 2010. Like all of this stuff was here before I already got here.
No, on the real. That's what I'm saying. For sure, we gotta tap in. All my people's coming in right now. Y'all better listen to what he's talking about.
Let's get it.
You better follow up right now.
It's important that we start teaching credit and finances, not only in the home, but amongst our peers. Like you cannot be the only one in the group with good credit and everybody else got bad credit. Can you imagine if we went back into the hood, right, into these ghettos and take away the trap life from, like, what they're risking their lives for trapping, right? You can get the same amount in business credit. And you ain't even got to worry about going to jail.
Yeah, and they can't take that from you.
They cannot take that from you.
Yeah, nah, for sure. Hey, I'm definitely here. I'm listening to everything you're saying.
Right.
Sure, everything. I already do credit repair, but I was disputing it, like, with trying to say it wasn't mine, shit like that. But
yeah, that's
on the credit bug last night. That's why I'm like, man, I watched the whole video. I said, let me tap into this.
Yeah.
This man knows something for sure. Yeah.
Like, how many people know you or follow you or that you think know of you?
I ain't gonna lie, I got like down there 28,000 followers.
All right. Now imagine you touching the lives of all 28,000 and those 28,000 touch other lives.
Nah, for sure. It's gonna be a ripple effect, most definitely.
Bruh. Can you see that we really hold the key to changing our own financial destinies and our future?
Yeah, nah, for sure. See, I was on Cornell Law earlier. I went into the little probation office, and the lady, she seen me reading up on everything. She told me, like, baby, you be careful. She like, you reading some powerful stuff right there. I already know what you want to.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a couple of people that's here, but not everybody know. So I'm definitely gonna pass the word around.
You have to.
You have powerful shit.
And if you're able to bring a group together, do it. Educate them. Let them know that, y'all don't need to be out in these streets, bro. Like, all right, let's say you already have a few bags from whatever you were doing, right? We ain't gonna judge you. Now, what you can do is learn how to form businesses. Get a couple LLCs going and fund them. Let's say you got 100 grand just sitting there, right? Fund these LLCs. Fund these LLCs 10 bands a piece. Then now you go apply and get business funding. Learn how to fix your personal credit. Then use that now to fund your LLCs. If you fund your LLCs, you can get up to 100 grand per LLC. For 10 LLC, that's $1 million in funding.
Nah, for sure. That's why. Hey, that's the route that I'm trying to take right now. I ain't gonna lie. So I'm for sure be hitting my people on everything. That's why I'm listening to everything you say about this consumer law shit. I've been reading up myself too. So for sure, I'm gonna get to it. I ain't gonna lie.
Someone said I just did 10 years and wanted to say you're a blessing. Shout out to you, bruv. Sure. Now that you're here, how can you now learn what I'm teaching and impact other people? The goal is to impact other people. Let's start impacting other people. Why? Because our credit situation does not have to define our reality. King, what's going on?
This is my boy right here. What's going on, man?
I'm here, brother, man. We dropping some game, bro. And we just letting people know that they can change their lives.
Nah, for sure.
Credit unlocks financial freedom.
Nah, for sure. You gotta listen to what my boy talking about, man. He cold. I ain't gonna lie. He only been everything I'm listening to. I was just watching him for like a little bit. I'm like, man, let me get on here real quick, man. Let me get on here real quick. Oh God, for real. Yeah, my boy only been here for 10 years. I'm for sure lock in with you. I'm gonna try to get to the university and
let's go, bro. Because when you lock in, bro, and you learn this stuff and you go back and teach your network, like King that just came on, how many people know you? Like, how many people follow you, or do you think know of you?
shit, the people that follow me, I'm gonna think I got a good little fan base, but not everybody know who I am. They just know of me and like hear my music and be like, oh, he cool, he cool, but motherfuckers really don't know who I am though.
Let me ask you another question. How many fucking artists out there you think got bad fucking credit? That don't know nothing about credit. And that is why that's why they're going to these record labels. That's why they're going to these record labels trying to get signed to get 100 or 200,000. Bro, that is easy money for you to fund on your own LLC, bro. Turn yourself into a business. So you turn yourself, so whatever your name is, you do your name LLC, right? You now work for the LLC. So anybody that needs to sign you, they need to go in a contract with your LLC, not you, the living person. Right? So now you're a social media influencer, you're an artist. So your hairstyle, your clothing, your drip, it's all a part of your normal business operations. All those are tax deductibles. You got people buying $60,000 watch and $100,000 watches and don't even know that if that was a business purchase, they could deduct all of that from their income.
Yeah, that's all write-offs.
All of it.
I damn near don't use none of my personal credit cards, none of my personal. Hey, what motherfuckers feel realize is they'd rather everything. Motherfuckers feel realize they'd rather have all this in their pocket, all this, all that. But I guarantee you, if you want to go, you can't go buy your mama a house because your credit fucked up. But you got all this money. You can't get the house with all that money. You gotta have some good credit because they're not finna just sell you the house, sell you that car, sell you whatever you're trying to get with that bad credit.
It's not like back in the day anymore.
You can have 500, 600 credit score with 100,000 in your pocket. That's not gonna mean nothing.
It's not like back in the days anymore. It's not like back in the days. You can walk in, throw a whole bag of money down, and then think that, all right, I'm about to get this. No.
Yeah,
like, we got to realize that we need to operate as an entity, as a business. We need to comprehend that for the culture, we have to change it. Like, think about, like, I don't know if y'all got kids yet, but when you guys do get kids, or if you plan to have kids, think about your parents. Did they teach you about credit? Did they teach you about financial education and financial literacy? There's kids now coming out of high school with a 700 or a 750 credit score.
Nah, facts. My mom, she's 60. I'm teaching her about credit. I down there put her on with everything. I fixed her credit, got her right. So shit, I'm showing her the way.
We gotta change the dynamics, bro. Like, it's up to us. Like, we have to stop generational curse. We have to stop poverty from going down to our lineage. We have to be the ones to stop it.
No, that's facts.
And the excuse of I don't know, nobody ever taught me, that's bullshit. Why? There is so much information now.
And it's free. The information is
Come
there.
on, bruh.
They better get on Cornell Law.
Come on, bruh.
I just noticed my nigga got the blue check. I just noticed. I'm like, hold on. Wait, that motherfucker need to refresh himself. Like, I got some blue check. Hold on, my nigga Ryan got the blue check. Yo, everything, gang. You see me? That motherfucker was not just there. I'm like, my nigga got millions of views on that. Nah, for sure, I'm going crazy. That's why I said I'm about to start back dropping the credit videos. I've just been soaking that sauce from my boy right here.
It's important.
Follow up.
It's important. We have to change the dynamics.
I'm finna tune in for sure.
We have to do it.
You sparked something in my mind for sure. I can't lie about that.
And for you, brother man, that's in the music industry, imagine when you start teaching other rappers, other singers about this credit thing, how to start their own LLCs and start operating as a business, as opposed to getting locked into a contract. You see, when you operate as a business, and you're an employee or a manager of your LLC, remember, you are signing, but you're signing as an authorized representative.
Yes, facts. That's exactly why I kick back on the music for a little bit, try to learn the credit, because I'm coming just like that. I'm going to just run the credit up and sign myself.
There you go. Create your own entity. Operate as an entity. When they ask you for your social, you give your EIN.
Facts. Just like that.
Come on, Kings.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm tapped in. Like I said, man, y'all need to go follow my boy Daraine, man. This man is too cool. I ain't gonna lie.
Yo, if you guys can shout out the Credit Summit for me too, bro. If it's here in Atlanta, I would love y'all to put it in your networks. Just DM me, I'll send y'all the flyer. I definitely want this Credit Summit sold out because our people need this information, bro.
Nah, for sure. Yeah, I'm gonna shout that out most definitely. I ain't gonna lie, I got some peoples down there in Atlanta too, so they'll pop out.
Yo, I'm telling y'all, we gotta change it, and we're the ones to change it.
Yeah, I ain't never thought about that.
Oh, somebody's asking what's an EIN? It's your employee identification number. Your EIN is what your business gets. It's like your business social security number. So when you make an LLC needs an EIN because you're going to use that for banking purposes, to get your Duns and Bradstreet number, to build your business credit and stuff like that.
Most definitely. And please do not go pay any sites for that. Please do not pay LegalZoom or
You don't, it's free. It is free. It is free. It takes 5 minutes. It takes 5 minutes. It is free.
My boy was just down there finna pay what, $297 for EIN. I said, what are
Come
you
on.
doing?
That's the problem.
What is you doing? I said, bro, if you don't go on irs.gov right now, that thing is free. Hey,
But
like
brother,
you said, if you can't give your best for free, you don't know enough.
But bro, my mentor told me that.
For sure. I'm telling you, I'm listening, most definitely.
Brother, let me ask you a question. If you start putting this financial literacy out there, that friend of yours that was about to pay the $290, he would have been on game. And this is why, like, I'm telling y'all, like, guys, everybody that's here, y'all have a responsibility too. You do have, like, there's people that look up to you. There's people that follow y'all. Yeah. And when they see that now, yo, homeboy started moving, stop moving as an individual, and now he's moving as a business.
Accordingly. Yeah,
right? Moving as a business. Ashley's saying that's the issue. Everyone's scamming hard to know who's capping or not. Guess what? Look them up. Go see who's doing interviews. Go see who's on the platform. Go see who's giving out the information for free.
Nah, facts. I ain't gonna lie. Hey, that's how I got to your page, man. You done gave out down there 10 hours worth of game.
Come on,
telling you,
bro.
I sat there and soaked up everything. That's why I'm locked in right now.
Dude, I've held over 200 people on a Zoom for 8 hours. I can do this in my sleep.
Nah, facts. And the coldest thing is that you've barely been in the U.S. like 10 years. That was the coldest thing to me. I'm like, for sure, I ain't gonna lie, I gotta soak this shit up. For sure, I gotta get it. Man, I ain't gonna lie. And like you said, the information is there, so the ignorance is on you. It ain't about what they keeping from you. You can go look that shit up all day.
It's up to us. We have to make a difference. We have to be the ones to make the difference. We got to do it.
Most definitely. You ain't thought about that. Shit, yeah, I'm gonna tap in most definitely.
Let's go, bro.
So I can get the everything for the Credit University and the summit. Yeah, we're gonna lock this in for sure. I'm gonna shout that out too.
Appreciate you, man. I appreciate both of you.
All right, bro. I appreciate you, bro. Everything's all love, man.
Most definitely. I'll definitely keep it up.
All right, it's good, man. I'm gonna get with you.
Let's get it.
All right, bro.
All right, bless. Bet. All right, so I see over here now a lot of people are asking, didn't see the university on that link. Just text the word university. The team will get in contact with you as long as you text it. So text the word university. So text the word university. Text the word university to 917-993-5238 to join the university. So let's really break down some stuff. So what are your thoughts on Age Corps? Age Corps are good, right? Age Corps are good, but there's a strategy behind Age Corps you guys need to know. You got to do a lot of things when it comes to Age Corps. How can I get in the Facebook group? I have a few Facebook groups. I'm not sure which one in particular you are referring to. what's all in the university and how much does it cost? There's a lot in the university, bro. If I was to break it down for you tonight, we will never get off this. So what I want you to do is text the word, take your phone out. So text the word university. So Foodie 909. Text the word university to 917-993-5238. And I'm going to have my team reach out to you. So text the word university to 917-993-5238. And guys, I'm telling y'all, the greatest investment you will ever make is an investment in yourself. It's important that you pour into yourself. It is important that you pour into you. You gotta pour into yourself. For the university right now, it's only $3,500 for you to join the university. So once you get on a call tomorrow, you will be able to speak with a team member and they'll guide you through the different options that we have or whatever best suits and works for you. We have to make a difference. The days of I don't know, the days of no one never taught me, all the excuses that you have of why your credit is bad, it is no excuse at all. Now is the time for action. Now is the time for resolve. Now is the time for us to unite as a community, as a people, to learn these things, to learn the information, to learn the things that we need to do. Now is the time, ladies and gentlemen. Now is the time for us. It is our time. Would you prefer building an age corp out for funding versus an LLC? Not necessarily, because not all age corps have the NACIS code for what you want to do. I would start with, because there's a lot of funding that's available to new LLCs. So you don't have to go the route of age corps. You don't. The age corp route is technical. And if you don't know what you're doing, you're really not going to get anything done. So I recommend you starting your own LLC, get your EIN, put in the right NACIS code, and then just go from there. Do you guys teach credit repair in the university? Yes. Brandando, yes, I do. I teach credit repair in the university. You are correct. I teach you how to use consumer law, and next I am adding Metro 2. So you will be learning how to use consumer law. You'll also be learning how to use Metro 2 for your credit repair business and to get deletions. What should I do? I'm being sued in a state I don't live in. I recently moved to Texas from Oklahoma, and the debt collector is asking for summary judgment. What do I do? The first thing I would do, Toby, is to get in contact with a consumer lawyer. That's my very first recommendation, right? As you guys know, I am not a lawyer. I cannot give legal advice. But what I can tell you is to get in contact with a consumer lawyer and then get yourself familiar with this section of the FDCPA. So when it comes to the FDCPA, there's a section that speaks about debt collectors and suing, right? So when we go to 15 USC 1692, there's a section that is marked. Let me see if I find it. Legal actions by debt collectors, right? And it's gonna give you a breakdown of what can happen. So when you go to legal actions by debt collectors, the first thing is the venue, right? The venue is the location. Any debt collector who brings any legal action on a debt against a consumer shall In the case of an action to enforce an interest in real property, securing the consumer's obligation, bring such action only in the judicial district or similar legal entity in which such real property is located. Or, in the case of an action not described in paragraph 1, which would be in your case, bring such action only in the judicial district or similar legal entity in which such consumer signed the contract sued upon. So wherever you sign the contract, that is where that debt collector can bring the action against you, or in which such consumer resides at the commencement of the action. So there's two places that a debt collector can sue you. They can sue you in the jurisdiction where you signed the contract, or in the jurisdiction where you live at the commencement of the action. So you now need to figure out, when was this action put in place? Did it put in place when you moved to Texas, right? Or is it in the jurisdiction where the contract was signed? These are things that you want to think about. Like I said, I am not an attorney. This is not legal advice. This is consumer law. But you want to get in touch with a consumer lawyer to figure out what your best options are. What are the questions you guys got for me? I'm about to go to sleep. I got to be up at 5 a.m. I'm going to take at least 5 more questions, guys. If you got some questions, now is the time for you to ask them. I'm going to take about 5 more questions, then I'm going to head out. Do recommend using one physical address for 2 different LLCs? I got like 7 LLCs and I use the same addresses for all of them. I got like 7 LLCs, bro, and I use the same address for all of them. Which state are consumer friendly? That's hard to give an answer to. That's like saying, why is the sky blue? That's a very difficult question to answer, Kay, because it is so broad. Consumer friendly on what? There's different categories. There's so many moving parts. So when you say consumer friendly, well, what do you mean consumer friendly? Like an example, New York City does not like debt collectors. I know this because I've studied the debt collection laws in New York City. New York City don't like debt collectors, right? The state of Georgia don't like credit repair business owners, right? Because Equifax is here. Ain't nobody can tell me that Equifax didn't buy out the state of Georgia. Nobody can tell me nothing, right? Against the consumer. I mean, it's wherever you are. So it's not that it's consumer friendly or not. It's about where you are and did they take the right procedures to do what needs to get done. Who was that? Peace, Didi. What's going on, brother Haiti? The initiator, the upsetter. Let's go. Nope. So did Title Max. Okay, I'm not really following. Nope, did Title Max bought Georgia. I don't know who Title Max is. I know that Equifax might have bought Georgia because it is the only state that credit repair is illegal, right? Because you have to be a nonprofit, a lawyer, a banker, or an auto dealer to do credit repair in the state of Georgia. The state of Georgia is not credit repair friendly. It is not. What's the difference between Metro 2 dispute method versus factual dispute in sending letters? So factual disputing and Metro 2 operate on different guidelines. So Metro 2 is about policies and compliance. So Metro 2 is solely based on compliance. It's compliance based, while factual disputing has many different aspects to it. All of these dispute involve sending letters, but it's not about sending a letter, it's what is inside the letter you are sending. Can I get a business account from Capital One removed that is reporting on my Capital One as a business charge off? That I'm not sure, Rocket. That I am not sure. Would you consider opting out of early warning system an important step to take when trying to apply for a new account? Well, it depends on why are you in early warning. So if you're in early warnings and there is inaccurate information in there on you, I recommend deleting those accounts first. And then now, if you are able to opt out, you can opt out and delete those items at the same time. Can the IRS collection be disputed under consumer laws? Yes. If it's collection, it falls under the FDCPA. Not because it is the IRS, it doesn't make them special. So it doesn't make the IRS special. How can I remove late payments when the original company is claiming they are valid after I dispute? It's not about the dispute, ladies and gentlemen. It's about how you dispute it. What information are you using to dispute it? So, there is the late payment letter. So I made a late payment letter. Where is it? There we go. If you have late payment, there's a late payment letter on the website that you can use to delete your late payments. I use your method you gave on YouTube for late payments. So yes, the late payment method that I teach and that I use is consumer law based. It is not factual. It is not Metro 2. It is strictly consumer law based. And with that letter, we've gotten a lot of late payments deleted. A lot of my students have gotten late payments deleted. You got a closed account letter. It's called the account deletion letter. So the account deletion letter is what you want. So if you have an account, that you want deleted, open or closed, this is the letter that you use to get the account deletion. So it's called the account deletion letter. If you have a negative account, open or closed, you want to use the account deletion letter to get that account deleted. I bought your pack after I sent the letter asking for the creditor to verify they wrote the off. To verify off, that's when I send the next letter telling them to remove the correct. What type of letter you're talking about? There's different type of letter. I don't know which letter you're speaking about. What would you suggest if you opted out of all secondaries, froze your report, and creditors are still saying that they can verify the account? Well, you don't ask creditors to verify account. You never ask a creditor to verify an account, because if you do, they can say verify. You need to dispute certain things using certain words. Inaccurate, incomplete, outdated. Like these are the words you need to use. Do not, guys, do not ask any creditor to verify anything. All right? No problem. Have a great night too. I'm about to go to sleep myself. Do not ever ask a creditor to verify anything. Remember, you are disputing inaccurate information, incomplete information, right? Unverifiable information. You are also disputing outdated information. Shout out to my guy, Runway. These are what you're deleting. The words that you use matter. The way you structure the dispute matters. So you have to use words that are used inside of the consumer law. So in the FCRA, which is the Fair Credit Reporting Act, Congress has the word accuracy, inaccuracy, completeness, incomplete, outdated. These are the words you want to use in your disputes. After I take everything negative off my credit report, do I need to opt back into secondary bureaus when applying for credit? It's not that you're opting in, but you have the option of unfreezing those reports, right? So you're going to need to, when you're applying for credit, it's important that you know who pulls from where. And the way you're going to find that out is when you apply, and first you're going to get a denial, right? But they're going to tell you that, oh, we couldn't access your credit. You're going to need to unfreeze, and they're going to tell you which ones you need to unfreeze. So after you've taken all the negative items off, then you go into now rebuilding, which is adding trade lines and getting everything going. All right, guys, that is it for me tonight. I gotta be up at 5. I will see y'all tomorrow. I will see y'all up until the summit. I cannot wait to see you guys at the summit. Make sure you guys get your tickets. Make sure you guys are at the summit. I got Chase removed and they put it back, stating it was verified. Then you need to go over what happens when a negative item gets reinserted on your credit. We went over it earlier. You're a little bit late, Darnell, but you can catch the recording. The information is in the recording. How many things should I? How many things should you? Okay, I'm not sure what you're asking. I cannot see the bottom part of the message. Include on a CFPB complaint. All the complaints that you got. All the complaints that you got, include them on the CFPB complaint. All right. Can I ask one more question? My fingers weren't fast enough. What can I do? What can you do? I got. One, I recommend you joining the university for sure, but you need to know. So the information that you need to know, like it's in the university, right? Like shameless plug, but like what you need to know how to get it. How can I contact you? That's a very good question. Darnell, DM me your name and your phone number, right? So DM me your name and your phone number. Funny enough that you ask, we just literally covered this master class today in the university, how to get reinserted items deleted from your credit. We literally just spent 2 hours in the university call today going over the same topic. What are the odds of that? We literally just went over it. What is your YouTube channel called? Daraine Delevante. My name, put my name into YouTube and it will bring up my YouTube channel. Daraine Delevante. How can I contact you? All right, just told you that. What can I do? You need to learn how to get those negative items deleted. That's a lot of error. What time does the summit start? There is not a time on the tickets beside the end time. Yeah, the time, it starts at 8. So between 8 and 9 are registration. So registration is between 8 and 9. We will have coffee, we will have some croissants, finger food, stuff like that. And the conference starts at 9 to 5. It goes from 9 to 5. If I'm trying to dispute addresses on my credit report, some attached to open accounts, I want to remove the negative accounts from my report, but I can't remove while the account. So it doesn't matter if an address is tied to an open account or not. You can delete old, outdated information. Do not let any consumer reporting agency tell you that you cannot delete items that is tied to an open account. That is not true. That is not true. Most definitely, most definitely. I really want to see you guys at the summit, you know. So make sure you guys are tapped in. Make sure you guys come to the summit. I am going to go to sleep right now. So I am going to say good night, everyone. I'm going to see y'all tomorrow. Peace out, Cub Scouts. Later, Crocodile. I'll see y'all tomorrow.